Toddler Tuesday. This is my first time participating in a Toddler Tuesday. And thank you to Renee's Reborns for providing Toddler Tuesday. I don't have a whole lot of toddlers. I have a few, but I chose Tabitha today. And the theme is Disney and Sesame Street. Now, I am a huge Sesame Street person, though I don't have any Sesame Street clothes for the dolls. And I do have a Disney themed pajamas, and I actually have two dolls that I'm going to be dressing today. And so I want to tell you, so I had a very interesting Dolly Day today, and I'd like to tell you about it. So my dog loves to play with the neighbor's dog. He's really super obsessed with her. So we were out on the porch today, and his best friend, whose name I will not mention or he'll flip out, she came over to play with him. And then her dad, my next door neighbor, followed, and he stopped by. Now, I haven't really talked to him really since the pandemic began. I mean, we're friends. I'll call him Bob. And his name is Bob, so we'll just call him Bob. So, anyway, he's in between girlfriends. He does that. He'll date someone, move them into his house immediately, and a year or two later, she's gone. And then suddenly he's talking to me again. So, oh, Tabitha, your hair. We will fix that hair. Not to worry. So we're talking, and since it's been a long time since we've really talked, and now that he's single, it's likely that he may just walk into my house. I mean, he does that. So I decided that I'm going to tell him about my dolls, because he doesn't know about them, given that it's been so long. I guess I started collecting when this whole pandemic started. So I actually I didn't bring him in the house, but I brought out Olive May. Oops, I'm dropping sockies here. I brought Olive May out, and of course his first thing was, oh, you're weird, whatever. But I don't want him to walk into the house and see a crib and all these dolls, so I just figure I'll clue him in. We are friends. And when I had her out there, I'm holding her and trying to get him to hold her. He wouldn't. But, so the neighbor across the street came out, and I'm holding this doll, and that's not the kind of neighbor I want to know that I have these dolls. So I was a little kind of, what's the word? I don't want to say embarrassed, because the dolls, they're not embarrassing, but, it's not like a mainstream activity. By the way, this onesie is not, her outfit. I'm just putting it on underneath. So now the across the street neighbors, God knows what they're thinking. So, yeah, that happened. I really didn't want it to, but it did. It happened. Got little socks for her. And she's going to be wearing Minnie Mouse. Let's get pants on first. And then my friend Shells gave me a call. Now, Shelly is a very busy person. She works 2 jobs. She's got 2 young babies. One is still a newborn. One is just 2 years old. So she called me and she asked if I like berries. I'm like, yes, I like berries. She's like, do you like berry pie? I'm like, yeah. And then she asked me if I like shrimp. I was like, yes, I like shrimp. She's like, all right, I'm coming over to bring you dinner. I said, how long? She said, 5 minutes. Now, I have presents for her kids, because I haven't seen them in forever. And I said, I need 10 minutes, because I bought her little girl an Avatar doll, a vinyl one. And I bought for the doll a Build-A-Bear outfit to accommodate for the tail, and it was somewhere in my bins of baby clothes. Now, I bought it a while back, so I run in there, and I know that Shell's in a hurry. She's leaving one job, going home to her babies, and did I leave something under there? Yeah, socks. So I was washing my face at the time, so I forget that, let the cleanser dry on my skin, and I'm rummaging through my room, through all these bins, looking for the little outfit so I could hurry up and dress the doll to give it to her. Because Michelle's like very spontaneous, and again, she's like the busiest person I know, probably. Well, probably, definitely. So I'm going crazy looking, I'm like, please, please let me find this little outfit. So I literally dumped all the baby clothes out on my bed. I emptied every single bin on my bed in a pile. I was tearing through them, like, please let me find this. I don't want to give her a naked baby, especially because it's a boy baby. And the outfit he came in was crap. I should probably explain that, which is why I bought her a little, I think the theme of it was how to tame your dragons. It had dragons all over it. I bought two of them. One I kept, and one was for her little girl. So I literally dumped, and I did find it. And it was actually a little bit tight because it's a boy doll, if you know what I mean. So for that, and it didn't fit the doll with the diaper on. I had to take the diaper off. You've got the 3/4 arms, and this doesn't quite. I do love 3/4 arms because I think it makes them more snuggly, and they just kind of, they're so poseable and snuggly. But yeah, so I did find the outfit, and I put it on the doll just in time for her to come, swoop by, bring me dinner and a whole pie. I gave her, the gifts that I bought for the kids, and yeah, so I'm going to insert a little clip. I went in and I filmed exactly what I did, to my bed in the process of trying to find these, the little outfit for the one doll, which of course was in the very bottom of one of the bins. The last one I looked in, which of course it's the last one because I wouldn't keep looking, but it literally was the last bin. And so I'm going to put in a little clip. Alright, so this is what happened. I literally dumped everything out. Everything. All over my bed. Looking for, it was an outfit like this, but it was a different print. This is from Build-A-Bear. And it's got a little place for the tail. And I gave her a doll with the tail, and I just have stuff all over the place. And now somebody is going to have to clean all this out and sort it all out, because I use these things. So yeah, that's what happened. So now I'm going to have to sort through all of those clothes and put them all neatly back into the bins. In a way, I'm kind of looking forward to that, because I'll see all the things that I have that I forgot that I had. I have a lot of baby clothes, and what you saw on my bed obviously is only excuse me, what I have that the babies aren't wearing. So we have to take into account that there's a lot of dolls wearing clothes, and I have a diaper bag full, chock full of clothing that I keep meaning to do haul videos, and I haven't done it yet. So there's a lot of baby clothes here. You would think I would have more in the way of Disney, and definitely Sesame Street, because I am all about Sesame Street. When I was little, like, even as an adult, I have lots of stuffies and because a lot of them were put up in the attic, not by myself, but a lot of my toys are in the attic. I mean, my toys from when, I'm grown up, and I've got the Cookie Monster that munches on the cookies and go into the backpack, and I have Sesame Street clothes for myself. Yes, I do. I think I have a whole drawer of t-shirts that is devoted to Sesame Street. But so this is Tabitha dressed in her little, head up baby, in her Minnie Mouse pajamas. And I actually have another doll that I'm going to change. And I am sneaking this other doll into Toddler Tuesday, and I'm going to tell you why. So Tabitha's looking so pretty. We just cover that little fabric here. So where are we going to put you, baby? Let's just kind of sneak you in over here. So, the back of her hair is quite a mess. So I'm happy to finally participate in a Toddler Tuesday. I don't know why I haven't done it before. I'm just spreading myself a little bit thin, back to work and taking care of the house and all that good stuff. I want to make sure that we can see you, sweetie. Oh, you are such a pretty girl. She is Lisa by Lindy Shearer. I think I'm pronouncing it right, maybe not. But I'm sneaking this little one in, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I have her all bundled up like this because she's a silicone, and this, I've got it pinned on the side so it doesn't undo itself. And I like to snuggle with her, so I keep her all bundled up to protect her. And the reason I'm sneaking her into Toddler Tuesday is because, one, I do have a Disney outfit for her, and two, let me make sure that you can see her. Oh, yes, you can. Two, because she's an elf, and honestly, she cannot possibly be a newborn elf, because look at all of that hair. So for the amount of hair that she has, I consider her a toddler. She's not a human-sized toddler because she's not a human. She is a little elfie. But I'm calling her a toddler. We haven't seen her in a little while. So let's get this little dress off of her and put on her little Disney suit. Oh, I love her. She's so heavy. I'm always afraid like her arms are going to come off or her head's going to come off. That's why I keep her bundled up in a very thick blanket to protect her. And so far, so good. And she's so cute. Look at that face. Look at that little face. She's a cutie pie. Oh, I forgot how cute she is because I've had her so bundled up. So there she is. There's my little Elfie. And sweetie, we're going to get you all dressed up. This is one of the dresses that came in that mystery bag that I bought of doll clothes for $5. That is one of the best things I've ever bought because I've used several pieces now from that. Silicone is not easy to dress, is it? And my light keeps going out, so next time it goes out I might just leave it because I keep having to walk over there. And yep, there it goes again. But I'm gonna wait a moment. I'm gonna put these little pants on my Elfie. Oh, look at those squishy little feet. So I wonder, the neighbor that I voluntarily told about my dolls, I have the French doors over there, and when I have all these lights lit up, he can certainly see from his house that I have all these lights lit up. And I was just waiting for him to question me about it someday, what is going on in there. But I told him about my YouTube channel, and we are pretty good friends. He knows me pretty well, actually. So he probably thought I was weird already. And I think he's extremely immature. He's 50. I was like, you're in your 50s now. He said, I'm just 50. I'm not in my 50s. I said, no, that's you being in your 50s. You're 50. But he acts like an 8-year-old. He's seriously, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but for example, it might not be the best example, but they're all pretty much going to be the same. For example, a few years ago, my daughter was coming for a visit. Now, she had never met that neighbor because she'd been away at college, and Mr. D no longer lived in that house, so she didn't know this neighbor. So he was sitting in the kitchen with me. Well, no. He came in through the front door, stopped in the living room, did something absolutely disgusting and immature, and then came and sat down at the counter in the kitchen. And I said, "What is wrong with you? My daughter's going to be here any second." So he starts laughing. So my poor daughter, she walks in the house, and she had to walk through the disgusting odor. And that was her first introduction to my neighbor Bob. So she doesn't like Bob for that reason, and that's just typical of the kinds of things he does. I like to sit out on my porch a lot in the warm weather. I love my porch. And he'll come over and just start like poking at me and giggling and laughing, and like I'll start yelling stranger danger, and it's this like whole thing. I don't mean to feed into it. We're gonna put something pretty in her hair. Look, she's got Tinkerbell. See that, Tink? That is so pretty. You are so pretty, little Elfie. Let's just give her hair just a little help here, not too much, because she's silicone. We don't want to pull on the hair. That's why I like to keep it up. Don't want to cause, this has metal on it. I don't like to use them. I'm going to put it on for right this moment, but in general, I like to put something soft in there so that the metal isn't actually touching the mohair. So those are the girls, and I hope you got a little bit of entertainment out of this. I probably said more than I should have said, but I'm a chatty person, and yeah, so I love you guys. Have a good night. Happy Toddler Tuesday.